It was the question every South Asian and Indo-Caribbean family has been asking for over 2 decades. When will Diwali be a school holiday? When will we be seen and heard and recognized as part of the gorgeous mosaic that is our city and country? Even though I was the only Indian woman elected in Albany, I was never alone in the fight. Our community was never alone. There was a force lifting us up. There was a force that said, I hear you. I will elevate you. I won't let you fail. That force was New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Today, the mayor and I are proud to stand before the whole world and say that from now on and forever, Diwali will be a school holiday in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, it is to be enshrined in law. Diwali at last will be a holiday in our great city. So today we say to over 600,000 Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, and Jain Americans across New York City, we see you. Today we say to families from India, Guyana, Trinidad, Nepal, and Bangladesh, we recognize you. Families just like mine. My family is like every South Asian family standing behind me today. My parents came to this country from India with just $300 and a suitcase. My mom was born in a mud hut. Today I stand before you as the first Indian American woman ever elected to a New York State office. And I am also the first Hindu American ever elected to a New York State office. But most of all, I am a proud New Yorker and a proud American. The great Shirley Chisholm was the first Black woman to serve in the United States Congress, the first Black woman to run for president. She once was a state assemblywoman also. And she said, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair.
Yes.
As the first elected of our community, I picked up my folding chair and went to Albany to make a place for us at the table of power and to fight for our community to be seen. When I was in Albany, my mom called me every day. And in every phone call, my mom said, I have one question. Is Diwali going to be a school holiday this year? Are you going to pass your bill to make Diwali a school holiday? Make sure you get that bill passed, said my mom. And I said, Mom, I'm working on it. I'm going to try. My mom's daily call was the call of our entire community. It was the same phone call that many of you standing here made to me. It was the question every South Asian and Indo-Caribbean family has been asking for over 2 decades. When will Diwali be a school holiday? When will we be seen and heard and recognized as part of the gorgeous mosaic that is our city and country? Even though I was the only Indian woman elected in Albany, I was never alone in the fight. Our community was never alone. There was a force lifting us up. There was a force that said, I hear you. I will elevate you. I won't let you fail. That force was New York City Mayor Eric Adams. When everyone else told us no, Diwali will not be possible, Mayor Adams said yes. Diwali is possible. The mayor said we must come from a place of possibility, not from a place of deficit.
Yep.
And last Diwali, he said, yes, we are going to make Diwali a school holiday. The mayor actually calls this the city of yes. He said, yes, we can, and yes, we will make Diwali a school holiday. And he said, not only is Diwali possible, but your community is possible. He put his entire Department of Education and his administration behind the Diwali cause. He made it clear that the South Asian community is a priority and that our community is important to him. He stood up for us. He told every stakeholder in this state that now and not later is the time for the Diwali holiday. How remarkable to have such a leader who really sees us. I know it comes from his character and also from his deep understanding of our city's immigrant communities. Many of us here have seen him deep in the ethnic neighborhoods of our city at all hours of the day and night, connecting with immigrant communities. On behalf of every South Asian and immigrant family like mine across the city, thank you, Mayor Adams. Our entire community comes together with gratitude for your leadership. And look where we are today. Myself and these great leaders of the South Asian community are standing here inside City Hall. We have never had the doors of City Hall thrown open to us in such a way by any mayor in history. The mayor saw us when others did not, and now a grateful community sees him and extends its gratitude. On the streets, they actually call him the Hindu mayor. He does it all. The plant-based diet, meditation, he throws colors on Holi, yoga. And he was the first mayor to ever tell the story of Sita and Ram from the ancient Ramayana. He's a regular at Sikh temple also. Truly fits the bill. So with the mayor's support, my bill to make Diwali school holiday did pass through Albany unanimously. And so many of my colleagues here today from the state legislature shared that special historic moment with us as we all came together in the state legislature to speak with one voice in support of the Diwali school holiday. And I thank my incredible colleagues for helping lift up the Diwali cause. So I join with Mayor Adams to say that from this year, 2023, and forever forward, New York City, the largest school jurisdiction in the nation, will recognize the Diwali school holiday. Today, we proudly say that Diwali is not just a holiday, it is an American holiday. And the South Asian community is part of the American story. My dad once told me that if you want to succeed, you have to be like Arjuna from the Mahabharata. There were 5 Pandav brothers, and they had to shoot a bird with bows and arrows. But only one Pandav brother could shoot the bird, and that was Arjuna. And when asked how he did it, Arjuna said, I saw only the eye of the bird. I focused on the eye, and that is how we got the Diwali bill through Albany in just one session. And my dad would also tell me the story of Diwali itself. Our hero, Lord Ram, defeated Ravan, the demon king. But Ram could not do it alone. Ram needed friends and allies. He needed Hanuman and the army of monkeys and bears. The lesson is that to accomplish any great feat, you can't do it alone. You need each other. I followed Ram's teachings, and with others across the state, we collaborated, and that is how we achieved this victory. Diwali celebrates Ram's victory, and this Diwali, we will celebrate our victory. So Mayor Adams, I think your Diwali celebration will be so big this year that Gracie Mansion won't be big enough. And you might want to rent out Madison Square Garden. Please join me in welcoming and thanking Mayor of New York City, our great leader and the greatest champion for Diwali school holiday in the country, a friend to all emerging new American communities, the leader who lifted up our community when no one else did, and who made Diwali Day possible. Our South Asian mayor, our very own Hindu mayor, also known as the 110th mayor of New York City, Eric Adams.
I'm just really proud of Assemblywoman Raj Kumar. In history, I have a whole chapter in my book dedicated to you in this pursuit of this holiday, the hours it took, seeing the vision, placing her community on her back, and making sure she sits down at the table of power, one of the most powerful legislative bodies in the country. She brought the issues and concerns of her community there. And just a real leader, come in the spirit of Shirley Chisholm, of being the first. There's so much that's on your shoulders, and she lived up to it every day, more than just this holiday pursuit, but just making sure that those Indian Americans will have their voices heard. You know, we do a series of flag raisings down at Bowling Green, and the team reminds me all the time that many of our communities have never had their flag raised there. When we became mayor last year, over and over again, it was the first time their flag was raised. Over and over, they would come and tell me, no one even thought about raising our flag here at Bowling Green. Being mayor of this city is substantive and symbolic. Those items must go together. Yes, we must do those substantive things to keep the city safe, to keep the productivity, to make sure businesses are here, that we build housing, that we take homeless people off our streets and give them the dignity they deserve, that we ensure we settle fair union contracts for those who are keeping our city open. But there are the symbolic things that say you are welcome. They're the things that we must do to tell those who feel intimidated by government that you are part of this city and not considered an outsider. And that was what Chancellor Banks had in mind when we sat down and stated, how do we get this done? How do we tell a community that for so many years was stating, we believe that this holiday is so important to our families and to our children? And the Chancellor and his team, Mark Traeger, sat down and came up with a way to move it forward. But our idea of moving it forward could not accomplish the task alone. We had real partners in Albany with Majority Leader Andrew Stewart-Cousins and a Speaker, Assemblyman Carl Hastie, as well as the other partners who were there, our local electeds who went to Albany with all that they had to do of the substantive things. They said we must also do the symbolic act also. And I see them here now, and I want to thank them for assisting in this endeavor, the partnership that we needed to make this happen in a real way.